The Legend of Landas the Diablo. A long time ago, there was a jewel of a girl named Marquita, who lived in the middle of a rice field. Her home was very far away from the main road, yet flocks of wooers braved the narrow bridges of land marking the rice paddies just to see her and sigh. She was lovely. Every young man in the village was betrothed by her. Even Kabanalan, the handsome heir to an enormous fortune. After one glance at the fair maid, Kabanalan could say that he regarded her with more worth that, than any priceless drink, trinket in his father's home. He never wanted to have anything in his possession as badly as wanted to have Marquita. He was gentle and kind, and he won Marquita's attention instantaneously. He promised Marquita that if she would only agree to marry him, he would give her anything she wanted, anything at all. In truth, Marquita liked the young man Cabanalan, and she felt it safe to jest with him. She said,
"If you would give me anything, I have a simple boon of you. Make me a stone path that would span the length of the rice paddies that separate my father's humble hut from the main road. I tire of the land bridge, but make me this path before the night is done, for tomorrow is Sunday and I would not want to make my feet hurt one more time before they reach the church. Make me that bridge by tomorrow, and tomorrow we shall wed."
dazzled by her charm, Cabanalan made his promise. He would build her this impossibility, even if he would do it with his own two hands. Marquita only laughed. She liked the young man Cabanalan, but Cabanalan took her boon earnestly. When he and Marquita part, a shadow fell across his face. I know that even all my wealth I could not fulfill her wish, he though sadly. I would rather kill myself than disappoint her all the same. In despair, he jumped into a grove where a solitary mango tree stood, and he formed the deep shade. A handsome stranger emerged.
"I see how heavy your heart weighs by the look in your eyes.
The stranger said mysteriously.
Tell me, what is wrong? Perhaps I can help."
Kabanalan shook his head.
No, no one can help me.
He said forlornly.
I have promised the most beautiful woman in the world an impossible wish.
The stranger asked. Kabanalan told him of the stone path above the rice paddies that Marquita had asked for. And to his surprise, the stranger laughed.
"What is that wish? Is that all?
He heartily cried.
I can do it. I can build that stone road for you overnight."
Do not jest, I beg of you.
Kabanalan said with a expressionless face.
She will marry me if I can all grant her this one wish.
"I have no doubt about it."
Said the stranger with a wry smile on his lips.
"I can build that stone road for you overnight."
Kabanalan was somehow convinced.
If you will be so kind as to do this for me, I shall you give anything you ask for.
"Will you give me your soul?"
The stranger demanded. Kabanalan did not give it a second though.
Yes, I will,
He declared.
if only to please the fair Marquita.
The stranger brought out a piece of paper on which they scrawled their pact. Afterwards, Kabanalan signed his name at the bottom of the page with his own blood. The very next morning, Marquita was no less than shocked. She was stepping out when she saw a sturdy stone path leading from her doorstep to the main road, where a carriage and handsome young man waited, ready to take her to church. The young man was Kabanalan. Upon seeing his love's blank, bewildered mien shift into an astonished smile, his own features brightened. Marquita rushed across the stone path toward him, her arms outstretched. He was the happiest man on earth. But as Marquita drew near, the mysterious stranger from the shadows of the lone grove appeared in a whirl of dust between her and her bridegroom. Everyone who saw him knew him at once. He was the devil,
I have to climb my wage.
he cried, and sizes Kabanalan. With this prize in tow, the devil disappeared. Marquita was left alone, staring after the void which the builder of the stone path had left behind. There were some witnesses who had risen early for the mass and had gathered on the main road near to the end of the long stone path, which they knew had not been there the night before. They saw Marquita turn deadly pale as she came to realize what her lover had done for her sake. She stood still for a long time. Then, when her friends from town tried to approach her, she turned and ran back into her house and slammed the door shut. She let no one speak to her, and even her own parents could not come near her. Marikita was found dead soon after that, floating in the river beside which she and Kabanalan used to take long walks. It was said that she had killed herself.